Hi people, good morning from Dhaka, Bangladesh once again. Let's do a comparison video between two John Barbados fragrances. These are both dark, very similar to each other, could be considered as brothers, and one is flanked to the other. And I reviewed them in like last few years, like individually, but never really compared them in a video. So I want to compare them. One is actually discontinued, I believe. Other one can be still had. So I heard there was a rumor, or rather, like a news that John Barbados filed for bankruptcy, but they actually never closed their operation. Perhaps they, sort of like restricted. But they recently launched a lot of fragrances, brand new fragrances. I'm excited for them. This is one of my favorite house. The reason being, I'll tell you, John Barbados produces fragrance on most part very unique, kind of like their own statement. And their fragrance bottles are very beautiful. Many of their fragrance 120 ml. So these factors make their fragrance house really good, and the price points are very nice. So they do their own thing, and I have full respect for houses. They do their own thing, not really following any trend or too many clones. Okay, you know what I mean. So we're gonna be looking at today. I don't have the boxes, I just have the bottles, and there I'm just gonna refer to. My God, sometimes these things get stuck. Okay, there you go. Okay, so this first one's gonna be John Barbados Dark Rebel. Other one's gonna be Dark Rebel Rider. Uh, they People say these are very similar, redundant, or sometimes they smell very much alike. But I think there are subtle differences, and in performance also there are a bit difference, and the bottle presentation definitely different. Okay, so the really nice packaging. If you see once again, if you have never seen them before, the Dark Rebel has this nice sort of strings attached to it. It looks like awesome. It looks really badass. Okay, and this bottle's really pretty, big, but can be manageable. And these fragrances used to cost like under $45. Okay, but now Dark Rebel especially is after discontinuation, as far as I know. It's a bit hard to find. I cannot see this everywhere. Other one, the Rider version, it has this leather jacket sort of thing on with that chain, which gets stuck sometimes. And inside that they got a bottle like this black bottle, which is very nice. I took it out, check out my full on review. Apart from that, everything else is same. Okay, so price point wise, this one is a bit cheaper right now. The Rider one, it's gonna be cheaper than Dark Rebel, since this is hard to find. Both are good for cold weathers. Okay, and both have performance wise, Dark Rebel lasts longer than Dark Rebel Rider, at least by 1 hour at least. Both are having some common notes, like, I think as far as I remember, this one Dark Rebel has boozy, leathery, tobacco, ashy, kind of like a dark sort of a mysterious tobacco fragrance. And the fragrance smells really like church or something holy as well, or something from a Marvel book comic character would wear, like a Sin City movie or something like that. But Dark Rebel is pretty much like a nice fragrance, and when the cold weather hits you, this fragrance is so nice to wear with, like, even leather jacket. If you're smoking, if you're having a drink at a bar, this fragrance is really dynamic. So lasting power on these fragrances, usually John Barbados, none of them lasted on me like more than 3 to 4 hours. Okay, sadly, but I never mind that. I have about five, I think 5 or 6. They smell really nice. Artisan Pure, very beautiful. Artisan Blue, very nice. Artisan Aqua, very unique summer fragrances. So this one, I got about that 4th hour mark, 4.5 hours pushing in cold weathers. And the projection is like kind of like, moderate. The best thing about this fragrance, when you smell it like this, when you're wearing leather jacket, smell it, it smells so nice. It smells like, nice winter paired with kind of like a boozy tobacco, leather kind of a feel. On the other hand, this one doesn't have the leather. This one is replaced by that cocoa, like a cacao powdery, little bit of leather again, but there's no booze. Okay, so this one is straight up. Let me smell it. Yeah, this one smells a little bit like people who smoke. Let's say Dark Rebel feels like people who drink, having a drink or rum or something like that. This is for people who like to smoke, like a tobacco, or like, cigarettes. And you're wearing like leather jacket. Your leather jacket is like 10 years old now. Okay, as I said it before. And then you're taking a ride with your Harley Davidson. This is a fragrance for that. The theme is for riders. Okay, pretty much awesome fragrance presentation, conceptually very good, but it does not last more than 2.5 hours on me. So projection longevity is a little bit weak as well. But cold weathers, sometimes you wear fragrance for yourself, like a late night, like full moon, and it's you just want to have some alone time with yourself, this is what you wear. So out of the two, I think they have a lot of common notes. If you give it to someone like who doesn't have clue on fragrances, you give them like the paper dry down, they might say, am I smelling the same fragrance? They might say so. But people who are in the game for some time, they will pick up the differences. They'll definitely pick up the boozy aspect of this, which makes this really awesome. But I like them equally. These two are very awesome fragrances. Previously they could be had for $30, 30, $35. Now it's sad, the prices have gone high little. But if you're in the game for like something different, something unique, something mysterious, you should definitely try both of them. I would say pick Dark Rebel a little bit over Dark Rebel Rider because of that performance, which is little better but not by much. So overall, today's winner is Dark Rebel, the elder brother, and this is the flanker to this. But I wanted to have both because check them out. I mean, like, aren't they cool? So Dark Rebel Rider. So today's winner, Dark Rebel. Thanks for watching, guys, and try them out in cold weathers. They're really nice to wear with a leather jacket. Have a nice day. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.